Eu gente, I can see.
Live from Nationals Park in Washington, D.C., the show brings you a matchup. Ready to go? So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris. This one in the air center field. And that will fall. So a man on base to start the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Here's a 2-1. Swings through that one out in front that time. Harris on at first. Nobody out. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Shoots a line drive single into right center. Lead runner around second. And now runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field.
Bounced up the middle. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And a ground ball to first, and he picks it up in foul territory.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms.
Grounder might be 2. There's 1, and a run scores on the double play. Ozzie Albies up to the plate.
The second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
And there's a foul ball. That one way inside.
Thanks.
Into center and a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Here's Austin Riley. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. There's a strike. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
2 outs. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Kicks and deals. Good eye on that spot. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back there. Gone!
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Orlando Arcia in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
4 runs already in the frame, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound, and this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. New inning getting started. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Sean Murphy. Lefty back to work. And that's through there for a strike. Murphy a former Gold Glove winner in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2016. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff at the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Tommy Edman in the box here lets that one go for a ball. There's the strike. And that one is lifted in the air. Out number 2. Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris. Right through there for a strike.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
And he grounds one to the right side. And that's just foul. 2 outs, base is empty. Popped up on the left side of the infield. Martinez under it. But it's the pitcher that makes the play. And that is... And we're back. Top half of the 3rd inning. Now here is Austin Slater. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. This 3rd inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
The wind of the pitch.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Popped in the air, left field. Sheets has this one sized up, calls it in, and there's one away. Ronald Acuna Jr. is up. He's someone who grew up playing baseball with his friends. Singy, his school is next door to the only baseball field in his hometown.
Yeah, and that made it easy to jump the fence and play games after class, which is exactly what they did. School started at 7, but the moment it was over, it was time for baseball. Ronald would play until his mom yelled for him to come home for dinner.
0-2 now. That one ripped. That's a fair ball down the right field line. Around first, heading for 2. Safe at second.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1. And there's a ball. Acuna over at second, 1 down. Next one is off the plate, and that's ball 3. And that one clips the corner. And that's too high, ball 4.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day 1.
And that should be extra bases.
They
extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 5-0.
Everything came together for him. Pretty much a model swing on it.
Thank you.
Steven Wilson on to pitch here.
Well, with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect.
Vai.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Tampa Bay Rays and the Washington Nationals. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Tampa Bay Rays have taken the first 2 games of this series, and today they'll go for the sweep. They played well, Chris, and they're looking for more of the same in this one.
Yeah, they've been the side shaking hands on the field after each game so far. Played solid baseball to earn those wins, as you said, but every game offers up its own unique challenges, so we'll see what those are today, but there's always a little extra motivation when you have an opportunity to sweep a series.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And now the first baseman, Adam Almonte. He's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year. Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. And aboard on the leadoff single. Now up for Tampa Bay, Johnny DeLuca. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That clips the inside corner for a strike. That clips the corner. Runner at first with no outs here. That misses, and the count is even 2-2. To first, might be 2. Hassel to second, over to first, safe.
Good fade and sinking action in that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Yandy Diaz stands in now and watches strike 1. DeLuca at first, 1 gone. Lefty throws over, and he's back in there.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
And the pitch. Into center and a base hit. Around third. He scores and they have the lead. 1-0. Man at first with 1 gone. Isaac Paredes now. And fires in a fastball at 95. 1 run across in the frame so far. And we're just getting started here at the top of the first. Good eye in that spot.
It's a good take.
Next pitch is downstairs.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
And that should be extra bases.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now this is in the air down the line, and that's a foul ball.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Off the mark there, and that's ball 1. Second and third, 1 away. Here in the third and final game of the series. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
That one in there across the letters. Fought off foul. Fights that one away, still 1-2. 2 on, 2 outs. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Hassel snags it, and that is that.
I'll take it.
1 run in the inning. Second inning set to go. Here's the center fielder, Richie Palacios. Lefty back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Palacios measures 5 feet 10 inches, 28 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over .325 in his last 10 games. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Some high cheese for strike 3. Now here is Taylor Walls.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Kicks and fires. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He needed out one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing and foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
One out, the runner at second. Here at the top of the second. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just blown away in that at-bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at-bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Right through there for a strike. To third. And that one handled. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. 1 left for Tampa. And welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in, Johnny DeLuca. First offering, and it just misses.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That one misses. Now 2-0. And that's in there at the knees. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. The pitch. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
DeLuca aboard here at first with nobody out. Just missed.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. And now the lefty fouls one away, and now 3-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Now snap throw to first, and he's back in safely.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Another throw over, and he's back in that time as well. And he deals. Hit hard. That gets through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
A couple of singles back-to-back. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Paredes up to bat next. Lays off the ball. And fouled off. Raised down by a run. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Bounced, and that got the pitcher. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the lefty status. Definitely some concern here. That ball came back and got him right on the pitching arm, as you can see him trying to shake it off.
And if nothing else, you worry about him getting some dead arm and losing some feeling. But from what I can tell, I think they're going to let him continue, and that's a really good sign. You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground.
Into center. As this one sized up. Drops into the glove. Here comes the runner from third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 2-2.
Well, right there, he's definitely looking for more than just a sac fly with the bases loaded and nobody out, but you'll take it. Now it's up to the guys coming up behind him to pick up the rest of those runners on base.
Not even close there. And that's ball 1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Ground ball could be 2. There's 1. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Richie Palacios next to hit for the Rays. That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. 1 runs in. Cabrera rounds third, headed for the plate. In to score from first for 2 now. So 2 down. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay. Taylor won't. Oh, this pitch rides in too far. That got him. And stepping in for the Rays, Chet Williams.
Well, he just couldn't get out of the way of that one, and that's not an easy thing to do when you've got a fastball coming in hot.
They get the force. They limit the damage here. 3 runs. As we go to the top of the 4th, here's the Rays leadoff hitter, Adam Almonte. Swing and a miss.
Well, these Rays doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boo. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Here's a 1-2. Struck him out swinging. Had him way out front of the slurve.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
DeLuca stands in here, takes ball 1 low. 2 balls, no strikes to count. And a pitch. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Ground ball up the middle, and that chance handled. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Next offering misses, and now it's even 1-1.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Makes the catch.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those blue hits to get a knock sometimes.
Paredes now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. And a base hit right there. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And a pitch. Wouldn't chase that time.
If he can get through this one, put up a 0, this will help in his outings to come.
That one lifted to left, and that'll do it. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Steven.
Well, this is a nice sweep. Good way to finish this series. You're headed to another city for another one. Got to maintain the same focus. Whatever you were doing in this city, make sure you're doing the same thing in the next one.
Back in Boston, and on the mound now, batty lefty. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Jarren Duran, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. That's off the mark, and it's 1-1. And a pitch. Now a drag bunt, third base side, and he picks it up, and he'll put it in his pocket. And he deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One gone here. Now the number 2 hitter, Masataka Yoshida. And a foul ball. Home team down a run here in the second and final game of the series. And that's a base hit.
Oh, no, you could have fired him.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Ground ball up the middle. Dive, and he's got it. Flips it from the ground. That's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. Back inside Fenway Park. And now the first baseman, Tristan Casas. That one misses, and that's ball one. Lefty measures 6 feet 2 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slurve, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. Next pitch, not close, up high. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Now one away.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Hebert Ruiz in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Fought off foul.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
That's to third, and that chance handled. Over to first. 2 up, 2 down. And now the DH, Joey Meneses. That's down and in. That misses. Ball 2. The Red Sox trailing by a run. Bottom half of inning number 2. The 2-0 is in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. That one missed. Out towards right center field. Cruz sizing this one up. Makes the catch, inning over. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. And we're back here at Fenway Park. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Right side, hard hit. To first, one gone, bottom of the 3rd inning. Here's the second baseman, Nick Maton.
Played that ball perfectly and got the throw off across his body as well as anybody could have. Any slower, and that was probably a hit.
Here's Trevor Story now.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
The shortstop takes the ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one the other way. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. So no runs, no hits.
Are you making the
Back
cookies?
here in Fenway, now batting.
You making the
Jared
cookies or
Duran.
you making the cake?
Chris, his skill set straight out of the mid-'80s. Good contact,
Okay.
much power.
I didn't know if you're making the cake
Run, he
cookies.
always uses the wheels to his advantage.
His biggest challenge in this day and age is to not get caught up in trying to hit home runs because so many people are. I think baseball's starting to understand that those guys are valuable like they once were. They need them in this game today.
Here's a strike. Ground ball left side. Slings to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
I'm over the thing.
Masataka Yoshida up next for the Red
I just
Sox.
fucking come out and just fire strikes.
Fouled off. He was late.
Holy
Thinking about Yoshida, he's never going to be the biggest player when he's on the field, but that doesn't mean he can't hit. He gets on base and doesn't strike out very often. That combo makes you a valuable asset to your club.
1 down, base is empty. That misses the zone. 1-2 to count. And he hits a ground ball right side. Garcia on to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. And it's Rafael Devers in the box. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. The Nats up by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next pitch is downstairs. Late on that fastball.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Foul ball still. 1-2 count. Two outs. That misses. 2-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
And another ball. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. And Devers hits that one. Cruz under it.
Fuck up the 30 pitches over there.
And the inning is over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Now batting Tristan Casas. And he grounds one to the right side. Yepes steps on first for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Ruiz stands in now and watches strike 1. The Red Sox down by 4. Last half of inning number 5. The next pitch misses. 1-1. What about the fans at Fenway? Would they let you have it from time to time?
They're definitely intelligent baseball fans, which is awesome. They're not waiting for something to happen. They can smell a big inning or anticipate a situation setting itself up.
The pitch. This to center field. Cruz sizes this one up, puts it away for the out.
One thing I found that was very cool was making a great play to end the inning and running off the field and getting a standing ovation, even at times when you're not a player on their team. As long as you're not winning, they will celebrate and applaud a great play on the field. These fans here, they love and respect baseball.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the second and final game of the series. Next one misses, and the count is 2-0. Right through there for a strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at-bat.
Fastball in for a strike, 2-2. Ouch. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And now the right fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
I'll tell you firsthand, retired players, we miss a lot of things about playing the game in our playing days, but getting drilled by a pitch like that usually isn't something we talk about.
That one is blasted. Left field towards the monster. Hauls it into the warning track. He continues to roll on the mound. Back here in Boston. Well, we go bottom 6. Now it's going to be Nick Maton. That's inside.
So, Boo, you went to college in this town. What was it like for you being a college student and having the opportunity to bounce over here to Fenway?
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Makes the catch up against the wall. Here's Trevor Story.
Well, off the bat, I thought for sure it had enough to get out of here, but that wind's kind of blowing in from left, and I think that's what made the difference.
Right through there for a strike. Just off the inside edge. One down, base is empty. And it's even up. And another ball. And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction. Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here, try to close that gap. But you know, at the very least, if you can find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important getting back into
one group of peppers, and then I got like 2 sprouts on another. Yeah.
Cruz makes the catch, and there's 2 down. And here is Masataka Yoshida, 1 for 2. And there's a foul ball. Story off the first with 2 away. Runner takes off, pitches high. Real Muto throws, not in time. It's a stolen base.
When you're trying to swipe a bag against an elite level arm behind the plate like this guy, you better get a great jump and hope that your speed can finish this job. That was a great jump right there. Really nice steal of second base.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. 1 left for the Red Sox. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Set for the last half of the 7th. And stepping in for Boston, Rafael Devers. And here it comes. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Ball 1 there.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
The wind of the pitch. Up and in, 2-2. And another ball.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Battling here as he fouls it away. outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short, starting to show some signs of fatigue. So we'll see how much longer they let him go. If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
And it's fouled away.
We have 20 hits, only 4 left.
Left-hand batter waits. That one ripped. That's back. And that ball is out of here.
When you have a team that hits home runs at such a high...
Give me...
Derek Long will take over here.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game.
God damn, man. What you making in here?
First pitch moments away, and on the hill, fatty lefty. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you know, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Here's a 3-0. And fires in a fastball at 95. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
David Fletcher stands in now and watches strike 1. Runner at first with no outs here. And it's 1-1. Working down to the zone to start the at-bat, looking for that double play ground ball.
Yeah, back-to-back sinkers there. He's looking for some weak contact or to get this hitter to roll over. Now, as a hitter, you have to be really disciplined. Don't look down because you'll end up chasing the ball down. Set your sights high. Maybe you get a mistake.
The pitch. And now it's filled up.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
This one in the air center field. Cruz gets under it, makes the catch for the out. 1 away. Now up for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Back there. Gone.
Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
On the ground, right side. To first, 2 out.
I've given up a home run.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run.
I'm so fucking
not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
You can't touch him.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
The next pitch misses, and the count even 1-1.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
2 outs. Fouls one off. 2-2. Got him swinging. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. But 2 runs for him, and they jump it. Back in Washington, D.C. Second inning set to go. Anthony Rizzo steps to the plate. Lefty back to work. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Bounce to the right. And that's just foul. The 0-2. Line drive. And that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got a leadoff double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
And now the lefty. Rizzo stands in second with no outs. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
We'll take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter's going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Nolan Arenado in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Foul ball there. And another ball. 1 out, and a runner at second here in the second game of the series. Next pitch is outside. Man at second. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
And there's ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
0-1 now. The other way, and foul ball. Just misses with that one.
It's a good take.
Just missed.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. 1 out. Runners at first and second. And he walked him.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Walker in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Wouldn't chase that time.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 3.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very
out of line out towards center. Tracks it down for the out. Runner tagging from third. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. Out to us. And we're back. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's David Fletcher. Lefty back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these Cards showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Pitch is in the dirt, 2-1. And another ball Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Kepler hauls it in, and there's one away. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now, it doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Newtbar, the next to hit, takes ball one. Line drive.
Nice swing and good solid contact. That one was smoke, but needed a little more lift to get into the outfield gap. Maybe a little more backspin.
Gorman takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. That's out to center field. Brings it in for the third out. Back here in Nationals Park. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. He swings and fouls one off.
I don't know how I'm doing it. Oh, that's the Norwegian.
Sliced hard but foul.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Way inside, gets out of the way. Wouldn't chase that time.
Plays the one here. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone. Really making him work out there.
Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. The wind and the pitch. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. No play, that's an infield single.
But when you see that many pitches in an at bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there, we see the result.
Keep it down.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there, it looks pretty good. If he doesn't run it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That one not close. Now 1-2. Contreras gets his lead at first with nobody out. Not even close there. And that's ball 2. Struck him out of the front door breaking ball. This is Dylan Carlson. First pitch doesn't find the zone. California kid, played for his dad at Elk Grove High School. His teammates there with Nick Madrigal in the dirt. Well done behind the dish. Man at first, one away.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. Let's see if he can.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
One down. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. To second, and it pulls the shortstop off the bag. Here comes the skipper. New pitcher on here, Nick Meir.
Well, I love the fact they didn't quit. They had to do a little extra work tonight to secure this win, but it's what you got to do over the course of a season if you want to be a championship ball club.
Our final line score tonight.
Huh? Hi. Is that mine or ours? What? Whose is that? Huh? What? The mac and cheese. Huh? I know. I said, whose is that? No. Is it mine or is it both of ours? Yeah. Okay.